There are certain innovations that one will just think there has to be some level of sorcery behind this thing for it to be working the way it's working. I mean, haven't you actually thought about it? Sometimes, looking through some innovations, some discoveries, have you not really sat to think and to wonder, how is this thing actually working? There has to be some sorcery behind it. Perhaps Merlin is real. Just hiding somewhere and giving people snippets of power and potions that they use to invent things. And a bottle of that potion has gotten into the hands of Adobe. Yeah. Because how else do you explain the generative field for Adobe Premiere Pro? Now, last year, Adobe announced Firefly, generative field for Photoshop. It was groundbreaking. It broke the internet. Designers had a field day. And of course, filmmakers also had a field day with it, because with it, you could create an alternate world entirely, or an alternate universe, by just typing a prompt. Sorcery. Now, that's for still images. It's understandable. A couple of months ago, Adobe drank from that potion again and hinted us that they're coming out with the generative field for Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, that is completely different from what the generative field for Photoshop is. On another level entirely. Now, this video is not a review to talk about that, because of course, by now you already know that it's coming. But it is one thing to generate still images or to create an alternate universe with still images, right? And it is another thing entirely to do the same thing with motion picture, video. I have seen videos upon videos of what the generative field is going to do in Premiere Pro. And for me, two functionalities of generative field stands out. And those are the object removal and the object addition. Okay? This sign, they will not think I've joined something. No. Object removal and adding of object. These two functions are completely going to change how videos are made. If you've been editing for a while, you'll know that a lot of effects, especially when it comes to removal of objects in Premiere Pro, has to be done in After Effects. So you have your video, your timeline all set up in Premiere Pro, but if you want to do some of those effects, you have to now, with Adobe Link or Adobe Bridge, go into After Effects, remove what you want to remove, do all the things that you need to do, clean it up, then come back into Premiere Pro. What it means is the generative field is going to take away that stress. So all you need to do is select the object, type in the prompt, and it's done. Wow. So no more rotoscoping. Because I've always had a headache with rotoscoping. Sometimes you might be filming, and because of how your shot is framed, your light has to be positioned somewhere where it will reflect, or it will show, the camera will capture it. And then you take it into After Effects to begin to rotoscope or do everything to remove it, then use a clean plate to replace it, and all of that hard work. Right now, what generative field is going to do is take away all of that stress. It will take it out easily, and then again, you can add any object you want to your scene on a recorded video, a motion picture. Well, it's not been released yet, so I'm waiting earnestly to try it out, to see the capabilities of it, the capacity, and to see how clean it will be. Will it be noticeable, or will it be completely perfect? Is AI in this regard going to be more perfect than the human, as they always have claimed it to be? I am so anxious to know. So I'm waiting earnestly to use the object removal and the object adding tool in the generative field in Adobe Premiere Pro. Now you tell me in the comment section, which of the features are you waiting for the most? Which one are you waiting anxiously to try your hands on?